And your name is?
Legenda.
Can we give Legend? Can we give Legenda and the supporters a big round of applause? So, first of all, how does it feel like when you found out your supporters? Does it feel like, oh yeah, that pretty much explains a lot, or what did you find?
I think that was it. It was like, it made sense.
Yes, awesome. Right, and your question?
The question is, as supporters, we really want to help people.
Yes.
And in any way we can, and we'll probably help other people more than ourselves.
Right.
The problem I have, and Simon's he's touched on this with me as well, is monetizing that.
Yes.
So,
we're too nice, aren't we? Yeah. Helping everyone all the time. When we get back at the club, doesn't pay the bills. Yeah, okay, so what is it you do?
I'm investing in property.
Okay.
And now I'm starting to mentor people.
Yes.
And I was sort of a little bit told off for this, but I'm just helping people. That's what I'm going to do. I'll met people at a networking meeting, said, how can I help?
Yeah.
And then go and help them.
Which is actually okay. Don't be told off for it. That's actually okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, right? If you had a revenue target that you need to reach for the month, right? And which for you personally, that you said, okay, that's my income. I'm happy with that right now. What would that target be per month?
About
$3 grand?
Yeah.
Okay, so $3 grand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you could make the $3 grand within the first 3 days, right? Would it be okay after that for you to just go out and help people for free?
Absolutely.
Do you think it would be okay for him if he hit his revenue target to do that, right? So your job as a wealth creator is to make your wealth automatic so you don't have to be working for the money. Don't have anyone ever say you should be making money for doing that, because if you actually already hit your number of what's required, then the rest of the time is just about giving, right? And that will come back in some other way in the future, but it's too, and that's why so many people are so willing to be so generous, because they've hit their number already, they know where it's at. Most of us don't have a number, so we constantly are trying to get more, or we're overachievers, which means even if we had a number, once we hit it, we still want more. Right? It's like, okay, here's the target. Okay, we hit the target. It seems like we hit that. It's like, well, if we hit it that fast, we should be going for higher. Let's go even higher. So it's like a pilot, right? We're going to go to 40,000 feet, and you get to 40,000 feet, and they're like, oh my gosh, we got here so fast. That was amazing, right, guys? I'm going to try for 80,000 feet. No, you don't want to hear that if you're on the plane. So what's your cruising altitude? Get there first. Now let's talk about that, right? Let's say you get to 3,000, and let's say do you enjoy mentoring?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about you doing that through mentoring. What kind of people do you enjoy mentoring the most?
I suppose people who want the help.
Yeah.
You get some people who...
in what kind of industry or what kind of...
in property.
Okay.
And also social media with Facebook, things like that. I'm already mentoring an accountant.
Okay.
And a few other people.
All right, so property, social media, you're mentoring accountants.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see how wildfire works? It's like, I'll just burn anything that comes my way, right? Okay, so you're doing a whole bunch of things, which means people can't find you specifically for a niche that you do, where you're solving a problem better than anyone else, right? Because you haven't actually figured out what the what is. You just figure out the who. It's like, oh, this person needs help, so I'll help them, and this person needs help, so I'll help them. So you're actually taking the wood from the tinder wood as opposed to the wood from the bonfire, right? So the problem with a lot of people who are supporters is they're not actually focusing at one source of wood. They're going out and finding it wherever they can, and then the moment it runs out, they go, oh, what do I do next, right? And that's what you're doing right now. That's why supporters, if they focus at finding a creator that's got a really great niche or a great product, who actually need the help of supporters because they can't deliver it all themselves. Hands up, who here is a creator who actually provides mentoring at the moment of some sort? Okay. All right, so quite a few creators. Hands up the creators who actually have got a really good attraction and know one of your biggest challenges is you either cannot or do not want to be the one delivering all of this. Who's in that guy? Oh, even more people. Okay, so you become the fire to that wood. You become the fire that allows more of that wood. You know, Steve Ballmer, if he had to say, what business should I start up, would get stuck. But if he actually says, well, who's the person that I want to work with and connect with who actually already is doing a great job of creating a product brand or creating the attraction and is way better at actually getting a message out to the market, I'm going to go work with that person. I'm going to make much more money because I'm going to be working with that person by turning that into fire. And I'll either have shares or a profit share or a revenue share of that person's work. And then you're going to also be much more motivated because you can actually take that wood, turn it into fire, and do a better job than even they do at connecting up with the customer in the first place. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. All right, very cool. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for supporting. Thank you. Let's come over to a whole different energy, our accumulators. So who would like to share?